In my hometown of Lafayette, California, there was never a large emphasis on religion, and because of that, I had always considered myself agnostic. That soon came to change with the passing of my grandfather. In that moment, I found myself reaching out to a higher power for guidance. Now that I am here at Cal Poly, I see myself surrounded by a tremendous amount of religious diversity, and because of my experiences in religion, I have a deep interest in the ways other religions help people cope with death. So I've interviewed fellow students here in Quarter Plus on their experiences with religion and death. This is what they had to say. What religion do you identify with?
So I would consider myself to be a Buddhist.
How does your religion deal with death? Like, what are the customs?
So my religion considers life to be like suffering. So in death, you are essentially getting rid of your suffering. Specifically, we go to like Buddhist temples, and during funerals, we go through a variety of ceremonies that deal with releasing the material world and releasing your suffering.
Mm-hmm. And with death in the family, did your religion help you cope with it?
100%. On my mom's side is the Buddhist side. So when my grandmother and grandfather passed, going to the temple where my grandfather became a monk and like going through the customs, it helped like our whole family like deal with the death a lot better.
Mm-hmm. And how would you say your view of death has changed through your religious experiences?
So originally I viewed death as like a very, very sad and like morbid thing, and it is definitely still sad, but Buddhism has really helped me see it as kind of like peace instead.
Awesome. Thank you very much. What religion are you?
I'm a Hindu.
How does your religion deal with death?
So we normally, we're one of the religions that does a cremation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like burning the body after death and putting into an urn. But most religions just sort of keep the urn, but we like to like let it go into a new life because we're all about reincarnation.
Mm-hmm.
So for the case of my grandmother, at least we send it down a river. It's normally supposed to be like a special body of water that's like near your hometown. So when my grandma died, my dad went back to India, released it into a river that was close to his hometown.
Did your religion help you cope with the death?
I think having some sort of belief that there is an afterlife makes me feel a little better. I mean, because for reincarnation, so I can always hope that maybe she's still around, as per believing, there's nothing after death. So it's something that I can kind of look forward to if that ever that stage of life ever happens to me.
Yeah. How has your view of death changed through your religious experience?
Well, being Hindu kind of helps me think that there's something after death. It's something so I don't have to worry about it too much. But I'm not opposed to an afterlife like a heaven or hell. Like I think that's entirely possible. It's better than thinking about there's nothing after life.
Awesome. Thank you.
I am a Christian, more specifically Protestant, more specifically personal relationship Christianity mixed with fundamentalism.
And how does your religion deal with death, i.e., what are its customs?
I believe that the soul either moves on to heaven or hell after you die, depending on your beliefs. And I believe the body came from dust and is going to return to it, so I don't think it's sacred.
And has your religion helped you cope with deaths in the family?
Yes, it has. I have had some non-Christian family members die, and that's always hard because I really do believe that they have a grim fate and eternity now. And so I think it's important that I need to at least say something, or at least be an example of, I guess you could say, a good Christian while I'm alive and while they're alive.
And has your view of death changed through religious experiences?
It's come to help me conceptualize death better. When I was younger, I really just couldn't grasp the idea of death fully. Like, I just thought about it as saying goodbye and I wouldn't see them again. Not like they wouldn't be alive anymore. But understanding that their soul is gone from their body and their body is just another piece of the earth, just like everything else, is like, it kind of solidifies the idea that, like, that's it, their time on this earth was over. And so I think that has made things clearer for me.
Thank you. Death has always been something that has scared me, and it is through my religious experiences that fear has been quelled. Through my interviews, I find that much of the same truth is held in other religions. This is something that I would have never known if it were not for the religious diversity of California.